Good morning, everyone. I'm Clara from Heseed. We're an agriculture tech startup innovating on seeds. And today, I'd like to start with a story that I think all of us are familiar with. It's called Jack and the Beanstalk. We all know that Jack had some magic beans and that led him to extreme wealth. Well, today, we don't have some magic beans, but what we have is that is magic is our technology, and that we're using on the huge seed industry market, which is a $62 billion market. And according to the UN, 80% of our required nutrition come from plants, and hence seeds really are at the core of our primary human sustenance. And because of that, we are using our magic to create two revolutionary products. One of them is called Prime Seed, which will be the best priming method out there that will increase crop yield for farmers, and Honest Seed, which will fight seed counterfeits and help to do that on a groundbreaking level. And because our patent is pending and a magician never reveals its tricks without a patent, I'm not going to share too much about technology, but if you want to hear more, you can talk to us outside at a booth. So starting with Prime Seed, the main problem that farmers always face is their crop yield. And what we have found is that poor germination, percentage, uniformity, and speed leads to poor crop yield. And they're taking a gamble because only 40% to 80% is germinated. And to increase their chances, they use something called seed priming, which currently is a technique of increasing seed germination using water. To talking to seed experts around the world from the top seed global companies, they have told us that using water to increase seed germination is problematic because not only is it time-consuming, it is labor-intensive, and it leads to a poor shelf life. And that's why we have come up with Prime Seed. It differentiates itself from the current market solutions because it is a rapid automated process, it's 100% chemical-free, it's a completely dry process without the problems of using water, and that leads to improved seed shelf life in the long run. And so this is a video of what we have done in our seed trials. As you can see, Prime Seed germinates a lot faster than the control seed. And what we have found is a 40 to 200% increase in germination speed and percentage so far. And that positions us at the top of our industry because we'll be the first to develop a rapid and dry seed priming market, unlike our competitors. And the second thing is that our technology not only does that, but can also solve another huge market problem that we have found, which is the huge black market for seed counterfeiting. And that leads to a lot of reputation loss for a lot of seed companies around the world, and it leads to loss of crop yield for farmers due to fake seeds. And to talking to the current anti-counterfeit measures is problematic because it focuses on a seed packaging, and that leads to a poor detection of seeds. To talking to an ag tech investor, she has made it known to us that the best way to authenticate seeds, the gold standard, would be to do it on the seed level, but no one has done it yet. And hence, that's where we step in to develop Honest Seed, which offers 3 levels of seed protection, starting with the seed. We're going to make a visible watermark that can be seen with the naked eye, followed by an invisible watermark that can be seen only under the microscope. With that, we'll be starting with just the seed level, and that has never been done before. And then to compete with the industry standard, we'll also be doing a QR code on the seed packaging. And just to take seed authentication to the next level, we'll be doing an online cloud database of seeds for farmers to verify the authenticity of their seeds online and almost instantly. And that again positions us at the top of our industry because we'll be the first to develop a counterfeit resistant that's on the seed level itself. So all of our efforts have certainly paid off in the last 3 months because currently, to talking to globally, to Syngenta in Switzerland and Lima Grain in France, we have gotten about express interest from 40% of the global seed market. Not only that, farmers are keen to collaborate with us and have given us our seed samples to test, and we are also currently seeking alignment from regulatory boards in Singapore and around the world. So that has culminated in something that we didn't expect, but just the last 3 days itself, we got featured in the Straits Times for being one of the few startups in Singapore to be using innovative technology to be changing the agriculture industry. And we feel really honored for that. And because of that, I just want to share with you my business model, which is very simple. Firstly, we're going to charge growers with a fee per batch of seeds. Secondly, we're going to be licensing our technology to seed companies around the world. So with that, if realistically we can just get 2 of the top seed companies to work with us, that will put us at 100 million in revenue for just the next 5 years. And in the next 3 years, we're hoping to raise a funding of $800,000 to commercialize our products. So this would not have been possible without our team, which has a diverse range of skills ranging from biological science to engineering to business and marketing. And we feel really blessed to have been able to talk to key industry players and potential investors who have expressed some form of interest with Heseed. So every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And we are really very fortunate and we are very excited to share Prime Seed and Honor Seed into the world today, which will change the seed industry. So join us in protecting and empowering seed businesses through innovative technology. Together, let's make a small dent in the seed industry. Thank you so much for your time. Please feel free to find us. Thank you so much. We'll be happy to take your questions.
Wow, that was a very powerful pitch. I hope you have your checkbooks ready. So, any questions from the floor?
Yes.
One is the technology that you use for the prime seed and then the counterfeit. Is it the same, or
Yes.
based on the same technology?
Yes, it is the same, but I'll let my expert talk to you about this.
Okay, because I want to also the second question is, if I'm your customer, can I have both in the same feature?
Yes, actually this, our technology actually has dual consequences. So we have a technology that produces honor seed and prime seed with the same technology. So the second question is, we can cater to specific requests of, let's say, if just one prime seed, we can actually do that in a specific package. Yeah.
So I was just sharing our complete offering, but it's very flexible and personalized based on what you need. Yeah.
Any more questions? So maybe I can ask one question, if it's okay with you. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead, please.
I have two quick questions. First is, what happens to the costs for the seeds using your technology? The second one is, have you tried it with all kind of seeds from germination standpoint in terms of the time that it accelerates the germination process by?
Okay, let me just bring you to our slide. Can we show the slide? Yes. So we have done a case study on rosemary seeds, as you see on the screen. So from this company XYZ, we see that the selling price with the prime seed, they have a 64% markup. So for our cost, and if we mark up by 64%, our cost of selling the Heseed prime seed will be $21.10 for about 10,000 seeds, which makes us very competitive with the market. And about your second question, Clara will answer it.
So your second question was about all the seeds that we have tested, right? So far, we have tested about 10 over varieties of seeds, and all of them have worked. So what we're doing is, that's why we've been talking to a lot of farmers and getting their seeds to test out. So far, it's all good, but I mean, there's 1,000 over seed varieties, so I can't be sure to answer all of that. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Any more questions? You answered my question as well. So, any more? So please make sure you visit their booth. It's a pretty exciting booth, and as you can see, an exciting team as well. So let's give a round of applause to this team. Excellent pitch.
Thank you so much.